Yeah, you could feel the Asiatic Satanism, because Satan isn't on this landmass on this land, nor landmass that I'm on, although I own the landmass as well as the land. I've proven it legally. Because Sunday today, I had a horrible day because all these professionals, they're not, I don't know what they do, but it seems they harm people. So by them not working, and then this being a Sunday, um, proof proven they harm people. So when they go to work, they actually harm people while at work. More so, it seems that church people as well harm people as well. Never knew that. I despise Satan and Satanism, not Asiaticism. I don't know. Someone should, start a sheet up and we could sign it and tell all these people, to, they don't deserve work. They don't deserve to, be where they're at. And actually, Satanists don't deserve to live. That's for sure. So if you're one of those listeners like drug addicts are, that's how you could tell a drug addict. They listen to people. A lot of professionals are drug addicts. Because I had Marcaine, nerve blocks, as well as non-Marcaine nerve blocks, and what they do is they just say, "Oh, it's heroin," even though it wasn't. I never did needle drugs, no CN Tower heroin, no Space Needle heroin, nor Speedball Space Needle, nor Speedball CN Tower, for code names. And some of these nurses, they actually stopped using, they stop using psychotropics because they say, oh, well, if you find a heroin addict, then you just say, oh, they're the psychotropic user, and then they take the heroin memory, right? And then so they're high at work all day long, not having to buy heroin even, or speedball drugs or whatever, needle drugs. Because they just get someone and say, they get someone, put them on psychotropics, let's say, and then they take all their memory and claim that was them, and that this psychotropic user should have always been on psychotropics or whatever. Thus, I don't know how they're going to play it, but it's very harmful, very harmful. So, and I figured, you know what? If we got rid of every politician, replaced it, but with one computer, you know how much money could be saved? Because if you think about it, what have they done? I mean, they only say things what we already know, or would know, if they just left us alone. Wash your hands. That's a good one. So that what? Heroin using doctors and drug using doctors could what? Steal our health? Yeah. So when the pharmaceutical corporation decides, that maybe they should save a real life instead of, letting their doctors get free drugs from them by giving it to their patients and then stealing it from their patients. This way they're like drug free, right? If they decide to actually act, within law, more so of justice, well, that would be good, because so far all you did was ruin Purdue, who was of justice, which proves all the rest of you are all criminals. Because the internal trauma was because anal sexual people were hiding it in people with hemorrhoids. And most of the deaths, the internal trauma, is due to homosexual LGBT stuff and females wanting to tighten their vaginas and males wanting to tighten their arseholes, and using that energy from every person on this, well, for me for sure is all I know. And that's why they do this thing called spirituality, so that they could heal faster. And in the meantime, there's two other things going on. Someone uses needle heroin and someone pedophiles. So at the same time that one person does that, those three things happen, proof proven. And the Hamilton Health Services, they do that and they want to do it because they say, well, it's equality. It's a human right, right? Because the Canadian government says it's a human right to actually pedophile and they have an economy for it. I don't agree with it. And, you know, well, another thought is, see, I was just going to go, should it be a dual charge? Because first off, pedophile under 19, and then you get charged with the actual age of the physical contact sexual that you had. So one charge is actually many charges based on that concept of mine, that exploitation is a charge, sex exploitation is a second charge, then sexual exploitation is the third charge. So the Canadian government, by having a Canadian human trafficking and sexual exploitation site, is already a crime. Plus that Anti-Fraud Center's Muse Act, which is my song, which was defrauded from me. So the Canadian government being incestuous relationship with the government of Canada, I don't know for how long, but they're criminals. And the International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court of Justice, United Nations, European Commission can literally shut down this country legally. And then for the institutions, your monies, I don't know, they'll probably just give it to me. I'm not a philanthropist.